Good morning, everyone. A very happy International Day to all of us. It's a privilege and an honor to have Bawa and Dinesh join us today. Bawa and Dinesh both are from Art of Living Foundation, and they have been with the organization, I think, more than 20 years, 30 years, 3 decades now. And Bawa, both are from IIT Mumbai. Bawa is a mathematics master's from IIT Bombay, and Dinesh is mechanical engineer from my metallurgy. Okay, now that's complicated, but Bawa is a batch flower therapy specialist, and the other one I can't pronounce, craniosacral therapy. So, and Dinesh also has some interesting specialization, which I will let them introduce. What is it? Marmots, yeah. Okay, but I've been doing myself following Art of Living for some time, and but all these things are still way beyond me. Um, it feels very special to me to introduce both of them to all of us here today, and I look forward to the session. Over to Baba and Dinesh.
I wanted to start this session by asking you guys, have you seen the sunrise? Then I thought this is Delhi. But at some point in your life, you must have seen a sunrise, right? Yeah. And you see the sun moving in the sky, and we all know that the sun actually doesn't move, right? Or at least it doesn't move the way we think it's moving. It's the earth that is spinning around the sun. The ancient rishis like this wanted to figure out what is real. If the sun is moving, sorry, if the earth is moving and not the sun, and you can see that the sun is moving, then that is clearly an illusion. That is clearly not real. And then, if that is the case, is the sun real or is that also an illusion? So, what is real and what is illusory? What is reality? This question has been waiting to be answered for millennia, right? And there are two ways of looking at it. One is what's going on outside, the other is what's going on inside. And scientists, they look at what's going on outside. And the people who are into spirituality, they get into what's going on inside. The adventure outside and the adventure inside. And India is the only civilization in the planet where the scientists and the spiritualists were the same people. In fact, I like to say all our scientists were saints. The rishis of ancient India explored the outside as well as the inside. There was never any uh, loggerheads between science and spirituality in this country, in this land, where all over the world, science was separate and religion was separate. Over here, they were the same. They had the same uh, people talking about it because they understood that it's just the journey. One is going outside, the other is going inside. Right? And so there are many different texts, different ways of looking at what is real. Hmm? And there is something called the Shada Darshanas, right? My Sanskrit is not very good, his is. And out of those Shada Darshanas, which are different ways of looking at reality, one of them is yoga. Hmm? And so yoga is basically a way to figure out what is real. Hmm? And Maharishi Patanjali, he wrote the Yoga Sutras, which propounds the practice of yoga. And amazingly, there are exactly two sutras in how many? 196. 196 sutras made. only two sutras which actually talk about the asanas that we think is yoga. Just two. And from those two sutras, other people have written texts about the asanas and yoga as it is understood today. Hmm? And I'll let Dinesh tell you about those two sutras because I don't want to attempt Sanskrit.
So the first one is called Sthira Sukham Asanam. What is asana? A position in which you can be steady, which you can be still, and be comfortable. See, that's what we aim for, no comfort. Yeah. All your Vistara seats, be it economy or business or whatever, you want to make it as comfortable as possible. Yeah. So that 2 hour, 3 hour journey or whatever more, you are still, you're comfortable. Yeah. So that is an asana. And then when you are practicing a posture, what you should do? Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatti. So with a little effort, you go into the pose and then drop the effort and just feel the infinity. No, Ananta Samapatti. Feel the expansion that you are. Body is this much, but notice there is some aspect in us which expands and contracts. Have you noticed that? Suppose you are happy. How do you feel? You feel big, you feel expanded. You know, in Marathi, it is said "Abha thengna zhala," meaning the sky has become, come down because you feel so expanded. So that is the happy state. And when we are sad or depressed, how do we feel? Shrunk, isn't it? Small, right? So that which expands and contracts, this is worth knowing. This you can call it the mind, you can call it the consciousness. So in any pose, what are you supposed to do? Just with a little effort, get into the pose and then drop the effort and feel that infinity, feel that expansion within yourself. And then, of course, there are hundreds of benefits of what happens when you do that, health benefits, the mind becomes so much more cheerful, your energy levels shoot up, yeah, all of that. Yeah, that is yoga and meditation.
So that's a little bit about yoga from where it comes. Hmm? Yoga Day itself started with Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji actually tweeting, I think in 2011, that when BKS Iyengar and Gurudev met each other, Gurudev tweeted this thing. Uh, he said, there is a International World Toilet Day. Why don't we have an International World Yoga Day? And that was then submitted to the United Nations, and they declared June 21st, which is, by the way, the longest day of the year, maximum light, and has traditionally been celebrated uh, as the summer solstice. We just came back from London and at Stonehenge, which is the prehistoric site, on Yoga Day, on June 21st, they actually allow the Druids to go in and perform ceremonies. Otherwise, Stonehenge is, you cannot go into Stonehenge anymore. It's cordoned off. So it's only on this day, it's considered of very special significance. Something goes on uh, which is conducive to going inwards and understanding yourself better, hmm? And understanding life better, and understanding what this whole thing is all about better. Hmm? So that's what yoga is. And one more thing I want to say about yoga is yoga is a way of synthesis. It brings together. Okay, there are ways of analysis. What is that one? Sankhya. Sankhya is taking things apart to understand life. Yoga is putting things together to understand. All right. So yoga is a process of synthesis, is a process of bringing together. All right. So so bringing the body, mind, intellect, memory, all that together, hmm? Becoming centered. Huh? We hear all this. Huh? So yoga is about a synthesis. Okay. And I think that's enough talking about yoga. And if we have some questions, let's take them. And then we will do a little meditation. What do you say? Yeah. So, yeah.
Maybe I can start. Um, Thank you first of all for coming down. It's a pleasure to have you here. The one question in today's day and age, and I must admit, in no way am I a yoga practitioner. So let me own up. But in today's day and age where everyone is sort of, I'm sure you heard this. We say that we have no time because we have a lot of things. Work, us being here, MIT works very hard to make sure that we get our passengers safely from A to B. Given this constraint, hopefully through the session, you can at least advise us what are some of the small things that can, calm your mind or give you inner peace, or what you mentioned in terms of being comfortable, in terms of being having positive energy. Something that doesn't take too long, something that is not too involving, but at the same time gives you that effect. That is my only question. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we will actually do a few things that kind of answer that. But one thing I want to say, have you ever fallen in love? Sometime or the other, multiple times. Now, do you notice that when you are, no, I'm talking about the initial part and not what happens later. Okay, we're not talking about that. But the initial, when that spark happens, oh my God, you know, when that happens, you notice how you find time to do everything possible to get to that person and make that person comfortable, etc., etc., etc. Fall in love with yourself, then you will find the time to do the yoga. Okay, all right. When you are in love with somebody, right, you don't ask what is the minimum I can do. Isn't it? To become an effective human being, you need to fall in love with yourself. You need to give priority to that which enhances everything, right? And that is yoga. It is that which enhances everything else you do. Whether it is getting passengers from A to B, whether it is being a great boss, great employee, great husband, great wife, great boyfriend, great girlfriend, great father, great mother, great friend. Whatever it is you are doing in your life, to become better at that, there is just one thing that needs to be done, and you need to find the time to do it. Yes? Okay?
Thank you.
Thank
In continuation to that, I mean, we are not day in, day out into our own roles and all. And there are different types of yogas we read or go. What are the simplest way for beginners to, I mean, start?
you. Yeah. This different types of yoga started because of Bhagavad Gita. Now, understand that there were two guys who were having a conversation, all right? And another person listened to it. And then someone else transcribed it, wrote it down, and unfortunately created chapters, right? I'm sure while they were talking, Lord Krishna didn't tell Arjuna, chapter 4. It was a conversation, but just for the sake of simplicity, or for the sake of organization, it was okay, karma yoga, dhyan yoga, bhakti yoga, and so on. And people didn't really, there is this big debate about which is better. Should I do karma yoga, or should I do yoga, or should I do bhakti yoga, or should I, what do I? So let me put it in very simple terms. Um, think of something you really like to eat. Huh? Really, really like to eat. Deepa, what do you really like to eat? Potatoes. Fantastic. Okay. How? What kind of potatoes? Baked, uh, aloo paratha, samosa. Okay. Let's go with samosa. All right. So now, if you really, really like samosa, that is bhakti yoga. You like it. Okay. Now, once you like something or somebody, what happens? You want to find out more about it? That is Gyan yoga. Learning about what you love, where to get it. Huh? And then you will not stop over there. You'll actually go and figure out which is the best samosa place and actually go there and buy it, or figure out what is the best way to make samosa and actually make it. So doing something, that is karma yoga. Bhakti yoga, when you love something, enjoy something, is bhakti, love. Then knowing more about it, obviously you want to know more about it. That is Gyan Yoga, knowledge. And then doing something about it. Once you have the knowledge, now you do something about it. That is Karma Yoga. So actually, it's only one thing.
And then you overcome the when you overcome the knowledge of samosa, then you do dhyan yoga. So
Yeah, that's when you realize the samosa and you is just one, or you want to make it one. Yeah.
So if I may, so from mathematics to meditation, how do what is the contradiction and where is the meeting point?
Maths, for a long time when you study maths, it's very cut and dried, right? But when you reach the master's level, and then if you go on to the PhD level, many times uh, you intuit the you intuit the result and then work backwards. It's really strange because when you go into the crazier forms of mathematics, uh, there is no way you can say, okay, this is going to be the answer, and I have to work from the question to the answer. You have a question, you kind of make a hypothesis that this is going to be the answer, and then work backwards and see whether it works. And if it doesn't work, you say, okay, that's not the answer. Let me make another hypothesis. Right? Now, to be able to make a great hypothesis, even a good question, requires tremendous intuition, which comes through meditation. So that's the meeting point. I became really good at maths because I meditated. And yeah, like I always say, I prefer to teach people meditation and make them happy rather than teach them mathematics and make them miserable, right? So that's a decision I took around 30 years ago, and I have not looked back, and I don't think I will. Though I have to say, my maths class is also really fun. Yeah,
Now I've seen your talk on A plus B whole square, so that's the only time
that-
when I actually understood it. Maybe this is for Dinesh, and your health is in your hands. If you can just elaborate.
Health is in your hands. Uh, Other than the obvious purport of that is our fingers. They are amazing. They have a lot of tactile receptors, and one thing I'll just tell you: when we eat food, right? Traditionally, we eat with our fingers, isn't it? Yeah. Now, this is a mudra. When all the fingers come together, and what does this do? It sends the energy to the core of the body. It's called the Saman Prana. So, this is what is activated when we use all our fingers. Also, when we touch food, then a signal is sent to the brain. What kind of food is it? Whether it is fats or uh, proteins or carbs, or what micronutrients are there. Through touch, you can sense. I mean, through our craniosacral therapy program, we teach anatomy, physiology, neurology, all of that. So I can throw a lot of science, but we'll keep it simple. So it's best to eat with the hands, because then the brain is also getting the signal what kind of food is coming in, and the stomach sort of prepares for it. When you're eating with spoon and fork, what is the signal that you're sending? Iron and steel. So it's better that, right? And eating is an integral part of life, and so a few things can make a big difference. So, like I said, this is a mudra. So there are many mudras that we learn on the Art of Living program or the advanced courses, um, that can make a huge difference to not just the way the body is, the physical health, but also the mental, emotional health of a person. Yeah, that will take some time to learn, but this is the underlying basis of health is in your hands.
so this is a good digestion mudra. If you're having digestion issues, just sit like this. Whenever you are doing nothing, watching TV, sit like this. It will help you digest. Okay.
I have a very little extended question of what Vinod actually said. We find that in today's world, especially in India, you have a lot of young managers who are given a lot of responsibilities at a much younger age. We also find them falling to some diseases a little too early in life. Now, what is the best way to, either through yoga or any other way, to avoid that in some form? And secondly, as you said, how many of people have seen sunrise? I'm quite sure very few people have seen either sunrise or sunset, I think, in this room for a very less period of time. So there are a lot of late sleepers kind of a thing and late risers. So and they don't catch up with sleep too much. So what does the sleep have a role to play in the overall life balancing?
I've written a whole book about sleep. It's called Sleep Your Way to Success. Very cheeky title. It was. I think the best way to answer that question is to share a very personal thing that happened with me. Um, yes, I have been meditating more than 30 years. Mm. Yet, like you said, I had a lot of late nights, a lot of eat at any time, lot of crazy flights, lot of red eye flights. We have flown to, what is it, 42 countries now since the last trip, teaching yoga and meditation all over the world. And our schedule has been punishing. Uh, yeah, Dinesh started teaching at the age of 19. I started teaching at the age of 21. And we have been relentlessly doing that for a very long time. And yeah, sleep went for a toss many, many times. Yeah. In fact, in IIT, we used to have a saying, sleep, what's that? I paid a very heavy price for it. Um, it started with one day in a week, I would not sleep properly. One day, who cares? Doesn't matter. Then it became 2 days. Then it became 3 days. I still didn't listen. The body is telling me something, I'm not listening. And before I knew it, I had full blown insomnia. I couldn't sleep at night. In the beginning, it was a lot of fun because I have students and friends all over the world, so you can catch up with them. And but very, very, very quickly, my quality of life went down the drain. Yeah. Um, I then I think had the darkest period of my life where I actually got severe panic and anxiety attacks. Um, we have flown, like I told you, 40 countries. I couldn't even sit in a plane to go from Bangalore to Delhi. I would have to break journey at Bombay. I couldn't stay for more than 40 minutes in the plane. Uh, Obviously, because of that, travel was restricted. We had to stay in only one place. Um, it was a horrific time in my life. I went to my doctor, and I thank God that I had a doctor like that. And she said, "You know yoga and meditation. Why have you come to me? You fix yourself." She said, "Anything I give you, even the simplest of sleep medicines, is an addiction. And I don't want to start you off on that path. You know how to fix yourself. You fix yourself." And then I used the time that I couldn't sleep, ironically, to research about sleep. The masters in mathematics taught me how to research. And I read, I trawled websites, I read research papers, journals, so much. And if you strip the science away, finally it was very simple to actually get a good night's sleep. Yes, there were a few lifestyle changes that were required, but a 4 5 year affliction which had robbed me of health, which had robbed me of my smile, which had robbed me of life literally, went away in about 4 months of regularizing sleep times, regularizing meal times, very important. One of the things that I want to tell you about sleep is it is dependent on light and on food. There are two cues that the body gets uh, about when to start the sleep cycle and when to end it. And both of them are dependent on light and food, mainly on light. Okay. So When I started following those principles, started imbibing them in my life, within 4 months, uh, I was fine, completely, absolutely all right. And we took a flight to London just to check it out. Yeah, I said if I can survive this flight, I can survive anything. And of course, everything worked. And we are world travelers again, and there is no problem. But now I respect my sleep. I ensure that I get my 8 hours every night, regardless of what is going on else in my life. Because it was a huge realization to me that if I am not all right, I can't make things all right. You see, and I need to fix myself first and give myself priority before I can make a real difference to the people and my community. The thing to realize here is uh, don't stop at making yourself all right. That is selfishness. You make yourself all right so that you can contribute, so that you can make a difference. But to be able to make a real solid difference, you need to be functioning at full capacity, right? And again, that's where yoga and meditation come into play. So I would say yoga and meditation, sleep, diet, and exercise. These are the four magic things that will fix literally any human being. Yeah? Sleep, a proper diet. It's very important you eat on time. Yeah. Uh, One more thing, let me say. I used to have terrible acidity, and my ears kind of produce a lot of wax. It is kind of, I don't know, genetic. So I would have to go to my doctor literally every year to get the wax syringe done. We became very good friend. So once after removing the wax, he asked me, "So Baba, what else is going on with you? How is everything?" I said, "Yeah, I have this terrible acidity. I've been traveling all over the world, seen the best doctors, alternative, whatever, whatever. Nothing has worked." He said, "It's simple. Just eat on time." Then I gave him like a 5, 6 minute lecture about why I couldn't eat on time. I have flights to catch. I'm teaching meditation. I cannot suddenly in the middle of a yoga pose say, "Excuse me, now I've got to go and eat." So I told him a lot of things of why I couldn't eat on time. So he leans back in his chair, looks at me straight in the eyes, and says, "Okay, then suffer." And so now I ensure that I eat on time. Even when I'm in class, I will excuse myself and say, "You know what, I need to eat a little bit of food because this is my time to eat." I don't bother about what other people think about this, because they are not living in this body. I am living in this body. You need to give that priority. And when you do, you will find that everything becomes better. Okay. So sleep, yoga and meditation, exercise, diet. These four things can turn around your life completely, and you don't need to be victim to any of these lifestyle diseases if you just do these things on a regular basis. You'll find that the success that you get, you will be able to enjoy it so much more, right? Otherwise, what's the point? I mean, people with high blood pressure and diabetes and cardiac problems. Okay, you are 55 years old, you've got all the money you want, and your servants are basically enjoying it. It's no point. Yeah. And we will do a few exercises for that. And one last thing over here, if you want to be healthy at 50, you can't start at 49. You have to start way before. Okay. So shall we do a little bit of yoga? Yes. Some breathing first. Yeah. I'll do that. Okay. So sit comfortably. Huh? We will start with the breath. So all the people who are standing, please sit. Yeah. I know. All right. So this is a very simple breath. Something you can do what you are asking for when you are stressed, when you are feeling, oh my God, this is getting too much. 2 minutes. All right. Okay. So Dinesh likes to call it the cycle tire breath. Uh, Other people call it the intentional sigh. All right. Now it's very simple. What you do is you breathe in. Come on, do it with me. Breathe in. Breathe in again. Expand the chest, and then let go like the hair comes out of a cycle tire. Simple. Okay. So we'll breathe in. Count to three. Breathe in again. Fill up the chest. Count one or two, and just exhale. All right. 10 times we will do this. Ready? Okay. So come on. Start. Breathe in. Again. If you feel your eyes closing, that's fine. Again, third time. Breathe in once more. And let the breath out. Fourth time. Breathe in. Again. And out. Fifth time. Breathe in. Again. And out. Sixth time. Out. Seventh. Again. Out. Eight. Ninth. And one last time. Close your eyes, sit back, relax, and slowly open your eyes. Feels nice? Settled? How long it took? Really, hardly 2 minutes it takes. Yeah? Just 10 breaths like this will really settle you down. Okay? Yeah? 4, 7, 8 we will do. Hmm? So, in for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, out for 8 counts. Okay? Hmm? 10 breaths again. Hmm? Now, right now, I want you to see what is your mental state like. Okay, so 0 means it's really troubling you, it's really bothering you, too many thoughts, planning, whatever. 10 means you are Buddha. Okay, so give yourself a number. Yeah, 0 to 10. Come on, put your hand up like 5, 6, 2. Just put your hand up so I can see where you are. Okay, fantastic. So you are aware of your number now, huh? So 0 is you are in a pathetic state, 10 is you are in a very good state. Now let's do the 4, 7, 8 and see how it changes. Okay. So we'll close our eyes, we'll keep our hands on our laps, palms facing the ceiling. Okay. I will do the counting, you do the breathing. Eyes closed, relax. So take a deep breath in, Out. And we'll breathe in, two, three, four. Hold the breath. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. And out. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. In, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Out, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Breathe in, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Breathe out, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And in, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Breathe out. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And in. Two, three, four. Hold. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Breathe out. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And in, two, three, four. Hold. And out. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. In, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Breathe out, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. In, two, three, four. Hold. And out slowly. In, two, three, four. Hold, two, three. And out, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. In, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Breathe out. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And relax. Relax more and more. Keep a smile on your face. And slowly, gradually, you open your eyes. How does that feel? Number? Have you noticed how mind has calmed down? Okay, let's do a little bit of meditation. We'll give you a little taste of meditation today. So we say there are three rules to follow. One is just for a few minutes. I want nothing. Just for a few minutes, not for your whole life. Just for a few minutes, I want nothing. Second, just for a few minutes, I will do nothing. मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मैं कुछ नहीं करने वाला हूँ. Okay? When I did these things, I was like, this is for me, man. All my life, I've been told, get up, do something, do something. Do nothing, just relax. Okay? So, just for a few minutes, I will do nothing. I want nothing. I am nothing. Now, this third one was a big problem for me. Masters in mathematics, best-selling author of 3 books. I mean, come on, कुछ तो है, कुछ तो किया है life में. And the way I realized this was really nice. We had gone for a stargazing session. This was way before light pollution was rampant the way it is now, but we had gone off Bombay, just a little bit off Bombay, in a place called Wangni. Huge fields, beautiful skies, no light. And a very dear friend of mine who is like a proper astronomer, he had got a huge telescope. So he set it up, and we all friends were just joking, and I said, "ठीक है, you can see the stars. Okay, you can see more stars than normal, but ठीक है." And he set that thing up, and he said, "Look now." And where you can see like 7, 8, 5, 6 stars, when you look through the telescope, there are thousands. Like it lit up like a Christmas tree. Like, wow, what is this? You've seen those photos of the stars, but when you actually see it, it is something else. And at that point, I suddenly thought, man, what am I? You know, I'm this one person in this place called Vangni, which is on this planet called Earth, which is in the solar system, which is in some backwaters of the Milky Way galaxy, which itself is like 1,000 light years. And this is just one galaxy. There are millions of such galaxies. You're not even a bacteria in the stomach of an ant, right? We are on this one little planet, pale blue dot. Carl Sagan said it. The pale blue dot. A little mote of dust lit up by the light of the sun. On that we have lived and we will die. Who am I? Nothing. Right? So, just for a few minutes, feel this. I am nothing. I want nothing. I will do nothing. Okay? And Dinesh will give instructions. Listen to those instructions without listening to them, like you listen to music. Okay, so you don't agree or disagree with music, right? You don't question music. गुनगुना रहे हैं भंवरे खिल रही है कली कली. Now you don't go कौन से भंवरे कहाँ गुनगुना रहे हैं कौन सी कली. You don't go you don't go into that, right? ठीक है कोई तो भंवरे. I'll just listen and enjoy. All right. So completely effortless. There is no effort to be done whatsoever. Okay, we'll sit for about 6, 7 minutes. Yeah. And remember that Stiram Sukham Asanam. We're going to sit still. If you want the mind to become still, you cannot keep moving the body. Right? Water in the bucket, if it has to become still, you can't move the bucket. There's no chance for the water. Right? So you're going to sit still, completely relaxed, and just listen to these instructions 5, 6 minutes. Okay? Yes? Hmm? So all phones on silent, please. Now. Of course you can. Of course. Yes.
So, as I was telling, the definition, prayatna shaithilya. So, put a little effort and then go effortless. Okay?
So, since we are at Vistara, uh, I am sure all of you have flown somewhere or the other. What do you do to say if you're in Delhi, you want to go to Bangalore? What do you do to get to Bangalore? Come on, tell me. Yeah, first you get a ticket, then go to the airport on time, then get your boarding pass, check in the luggage, then get through security, then get to the boarding gate, then get into the aircraft, then sit in your seat, then fasten the seat belt, then nothing. Then you wait. right? So running in the plane is not going to get you to Bangalore faster. Once you're in the plane, you sit and you chill, nothing to do. The same way with meditation. You do a few things, and by the way, we already did that breathing, so that's part of buying the ticket and getting the boarding pass. And make you do a little more, and then it's nothing. You just sit. All right, ready for takeoff?
Just 5 minutes before we, or a few minutes. Yeah. We've been sitting for some time. Nowadays, sitting is the new smoking. Yeah. So what we'll do is let's just get up for 1 minute, and this exercise, as you were, a couple of you were asking, that simple tips. No, this exercise you can do anywhere. You're waiting for the coffee to get filled up, or in a line somewhere. So what you do, you go on your toes, lift your heels, and then you may have to remove your yeah, and then go on your heels, lift the toes. Okay, so go on your toes, lift the heels, go on your heels, lift the toes. Okay, yeah, let's do that. You can just swing your arms if you wish. Yeah, you can do it with the breath. Now, what does this do? Okay, our heart is a pump, yeah, and it pumps blood into the arteries. But while coming back from the veins, there is no pump, right? So exercise becomes that muscle contracting and releasing, that becomes the pump. And the calf muscles are said to be the second heart. So when you do this exercise, your circulation becomes so much more better. So the food that you eat, it goes to all the organs, all the tissues and the cells. Yeah. Is it paining? If it's if it's really paining, smile. So then I know when to stop. I'll know when to stop. Yeah, continue, continue. Yeah. And any type of bounce is also good for the lymphatic drainage, which builds your immune system. Oh, just shake your legs. So this you can do anywhere. Just go on your heels, go on your toes like that. Especially when you're flying, yeah, your legs seem to become heavy, or this would be good. Okay, one stretch, just stretch your arms and tighten your body. Breathe in and tighten the body. Breathe out and loosen it up. And then shake. How many of you have a pet at home? If they are sitting for some time, what do? They will stretch and then they'll shake, isn't it? The dog, cat, any animal you see, they will do this. Yeah, just shake, shake for half a minute. This also makes the prana move, the circulation happen. Okay, let's sit down. Okay, feels nicer. All right. So, just one more thing. Just take both your hands and put it on your head. And you have nice hairdo and all, but and as if it's stuck to the skull, and just move gently. So there are different layers, meninges in the brain. So a lot of stress, a lot of thinking will tighten that whole part. So this will loosen it up. Yeah. And if you do it with the breath, it is even more effective. Yeah. Now one hand forward, one hand back. No, you feel any heaviness in the head? This would be very good. So you're not rubbing as if the hand is stuck to the skull and you're moving that. Okay, good. Then, okay, one last thing and then you meditate. Put your hands together. Now, this is excellent for the neck and the shoulders. Yeah, again, a lot of strain and stress we accumulate here. And it's excellent for digestion. We have, many of us have digestion issues. So, hands together. Now, you're not bending at the elbow. We will keep it straight at the elbow. Okay. And then you have to pump with the breath. So when the hands go up, stomach goes in, you breathe out. Okay? So it's a shoulder pump and a stomach pump.
And look up. As you do it, look up. And relax. Let's close our eyes.
One of our Swamiji says, "Isko khilao to isko hilao bhi." And then just rub the tummy, clockwise direction. You can do this after every meal or just before going to sleep. Okay. So feet on the floor. Slide back into your chair so that your lower back is supported. If you could sit for some time, just a few minutes. And meditation is, as Baba said, three principles. For a few minutes, I want nothing, I will do nothing, and I am nothing. Okay. Let's close our eyes. Is it possible to dim the lights? So you're going to keep the body still for a few minutes. Don't even move a muscle, as if you're a statue. Allow yourself to smile gently. Notice when you smile, not only the facial muscles relax, the entire body and even the mind relaxes. Feel as if you're about to sleep. Nothing to do for a few minutes, nowhere to go, no one to be. Just the act of closing the eyes is such deep relaxation. So much of the sensory input is shut. With a gentle smile, take a deep breath in and let go, relax. Coming breath energizes the body, and the outgoing breath relaxes the whole body. Notice this truth with your own observation. The incoming breath energizes, and the outgoing breath relaxes. Effortlessly, take your attention to the environment. Listen to all the sounds around. The sound of the air conditioning, or some noises in the hall. Accept all the noises. Right now, we don't want to change anything. We don't want to fix anything. We don't want to control anything. Accept all the noises. They go to the background and you can relax. Feel you're in harmony with the surroundings. Take a deep breath in and let go, relax. Let us become aware of our physical body. Our body is a beautiful gift given to us by nature. or God with love, body. With a sense of respect and gratitude, we'll do a full body scan. Become aware of your feet, your knees, thighs, and hips. Let both your legs loosen up, soften. Let your awareness glide up to the genitals, stomach, and the abdominal region, chest, shoulders, both the arms, throat, and the neck, face, top of the head, and the back of the head. Become aware of the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Breathe in and let go, relax. Effortlessly become aware of your thoughts. Like clouds in the sky, thoughts may come and go. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, doesn't matter. Effortlessly witness them, watch them come and go, and relax. Breathe in and let go, relax. Become aware of your feelings, pleasant or unpleasant. Let them be. Nothing to do, just relax. You are peace. You are a fountain of joy and love. Just relax in your very nature. Repose in yourself. You are peace. You are a fountain of joy and love. Relax more and more. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Become aware of your feelings. Become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of all the sensations in the body. Become aware of the surroundings. Keeping the eyes closed, you may bring a little movement in the body. Move your fingers, wriggle your toes. You may gently stretch your arms and legs, back and neck. Few joyful breaths. With a gentle smile, you may slowly open your eyes. Feels good? It's about a 20-minute process. Did you realize? Did you realize the time? Yeah. But this does a world of to you. Huh? Just settling into yourself. Ayurveda, the word for health is what? Swasthya. Established in the self. Huh? So health becomes better, mind becomes sharper, all of that. Hmm.
Any questions from you guys? Other than what's for lunch? Great. So keep doing a little bit meditation, little bit yoga.
So, this event is being broadcast live on YouTube, and this is also open. So there are a lot of community members who are attending this. So I have received this question on one of the Tata Group company WhatsApp groups, and the question is that whatever insights that you are providing about meditation, about breath, about blood circulation, etc., etc., what can parents do to inculcate this in kids, especially school going?
Take away the charger. Force kids out. Throw them out of your house. Let them play. uh And don't stress about exams. We all give exams. They will also give exams. It's not a big deal. Okay. It is very rare that a mechanical engineer from IIT will actually do mechanical engineering. Okay. So please don't make your children's life miserable. Let them enjoy. That is what I would say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else? Then one more. Yes, go ahead.
It's so it's a very generic question, I think, and what a lot of people would like to ask this: where does yoga originated from? What's the source of yoga?
We talked about that right at the beginning, the Shada Darshanas, which are 6 ways of understanding reality. One of them is yoga, and yoga is the way of synthesis. Yoga is the way of bringing things together. Okay, starts Maharishi Patanjali wrote the Yoga Sutras, which is like a manual on yoga. And then from there, a lot of derivatives came. So,
Thank you very much.
uh, cool. So the point is, don't wait for yoga day to do yoga. Okay, make every day a yoga day. Little bit of time, take out. Uh, Everything in life, in your life, really depends on you. We try to fix the environment. We change jobs, we change cities, we change partners, we change a lot of things. We don't change ourselves, right? So the story remains the same, right? So start changing yourself for a upgraded, better version of you. Huh? Happy Yoga Day. Thanks a lot for inviting us. Very good.
Keep smiling. Yeah. The more you shine from within, then you shine from outside. I like that. Outshine. So learn to meditate, practice it. Yeah. Little time, the little me time you give yourself makes a huge difference. Yeah. In the art we say inner peace, outer dynamism. Both happens together. Yeah. Wonderful. Happy yoga day.